As the crime rate in South Africa is at an all-time high, the police of Johannesburg bought a unit of AI robots from weapons manufacturer company Tetraval. These robots were developed by a scientist, Dion. While the AI robot is being adopted, another type of robot is in development, and it's developed by Vincent. Dion is praised for the robot's success, but Vincent grows envious when the police are unwilling to give his heavy weapons project equal attention. At home, Dion creates a prototype artificial intelligence that mimics a human mind to the point of feeling emotions and having opinions, but Tetraval CEO Michelle refuses to let him test the AI on a police robot. His obsession with creating true human AI leads him to steal a damaged Scout, number 22. This droid, set for destruction, becomes the subject of his experiment, and then he puts it in his van, along with the guard key needed to update the robot's software. On his way home with the damaged police robot, he is kidnapped by gang members Ninja, Yolandi, and America. He was asked on how they can turn off the robots so that they can have a higher chance in a planned heist. He then mentions that the company doesn't have remote controls for the police robots. As he was about to shoot Dion, one of them found the damaged robot in his van. They order him to reprogram the robot instead so that he can work for them. Against company policy and under the cover of secrecy, Dion installs the new software into the damaged robot, which then responds with childlike behavior upon powering up. Dion and Yolandi calm the robot, teaching it words like watch and chicken. Yolandi named it Chappie. Despite Dion wanting to stay with the robot, Ninja forces him out of their hideout. Ninja's gang only has a few days to pay a debt of 20 million rand to Hippo. Let's rewind back a little. It all started with a police chase after robbing a place. They got to the drop-off location, and the mafia boss isn't satisfied as the goods they brought is in bad shape. The mafia boss requested for 20 million rands as compensation for their bad job, shooting one of them. Unknowingly to them all, the police located them, and it turned into chaos. The rest of the Ninja's gang flee the scene to their secret location, and on getting there, they received a call from the mafia boss reminding them of the debt. Then they decided to go for a heist to make a lot of money and save themselves from the mafia boss. Back to the present, Vincent Moore got a brilliant idea to deactivate all the android robots so that there can be demands for his own remote-controlled robot, but he needs a guard key to destroy the police robots and activate his own project-controlled robot. But on getting to the safe, he couldn't find the guard key. Remember, Dion took the guard key home with him. Vincent then followed Dion after work and found out he has a police robot that is different from others and guessed the guard key is definitely with the robot. In the next scene, we see as Yolandi sees Chappie as a child and wants to mother him, but Ninja grows impatient with his development due to the deadline for the debt and Chappie's irreplaceable battery that is running out, giving him just 5 days maximum to live. Ninja then tries to train Chappie to be a gangster by leaving him in a dangerous neighborhood to fend for himself. After being wounded by thugs, he is followed by Vincent, who plans to deactivate all androids except for Moose, his personal project. Vincent successfully extracts the guard key for his own use, but the traumatized Chappie escapes and returns to the hideout. After managing to replace his broken arm, Yolandi scolds Ninja for this mistreatment, but he manages to earn Chappie's forgiveness by training him in martial arts and weapon handling. Yolandi, on the other hand, becomes intrigued by Chappie's innocence and begins to treat him as her child, while Ninja views Chappie as a tool for crime. Over time, the gang exerts a significant influence on Chappie's development. Ninja and America trick Chappie into stealing cars for them and lie about needing the money to replace his dying body, while Yolandi tries to instill compassion and protectiveness in him. At Tetraval, Vincent uses the guard key to upload a virus, thus sabotaging and disabling all scouts, including Chappie. Johannesburg's criminals immediately run rampant in the streets, and Dion brings Chappie to the Tetraval factory to fix him. After being restarted, Chappie notices a helmet used to control Moose. At the hideout, he re-engineers it to allow him to transfer his consciousness into a computer so he can change bodies when his current one dies. Ninja's gang then uses Chappie to rob an armored car, an act which is caught on the news, prompting Tetraval to pursue him. When Chappie learns that Ninja's plan to acquire the body is a lie, he prepares to kill Ninja for betrayal. However, Dion arrives to warn them that the company has ordered that Chappie be destroyed. At that moment, the Moose robot, controlled remotely by Vincent, is launched to assassinate Dion and Chappie at the hideout, at the same time that Hippo arrives to collect his debt. As Dion is about to be killed by Moose, Chappie came out of hidden to protect him, but was eventually wounded as well. Hippo is also killed in the ensuing battle by Ninja, while Dion is mortally wounded. When Ninja is about to be killed, Yolandi sacrifices herself to save him, and Chappie destroys Moose by detonating a bomb. Enraged by Yolandi's death, Chappie drives Diane to the factory, storms into an office, and fiercely beats Vincent close to death. He then transfers the dying Dion's consciousness into a spare robot through the modified Moose helmet. In return, the now robotic Dion wirelessly transfers Chappie's consciousness into one of the nearby disabled scouts. Dion and Chappie go into hiding as the police discontinue their contract with Tetraval. While burning memorabilia of Yolandi, the grieving ninja finds a box containing a doll copy of her and a flash drive marked Mommy's Consciousness Test Backup, which contains a copy of Yolandi's consciousness that Chappie took while testing the device on her. Chappie hacks into Tetraval's manufacturing facility, builds a robot resembling Yolandi, and uploads the flash drive's contents.